It reflects years of discipline, sacrifice, and intellectual rigor. I know that even when we sat for these exams 29 years ago, and my classmates who are here can attest to it, the exams were not easy. And equally, even as you have sat these exams, I have a few young people that I was working with who were also at the School of Law. So I know getting the 9 Ps is not easy. But for reaching this milestone, you deserve our sincere commendation, and I ask us to really applaud you at this moment. With your admission today, you embark not merely on a career, but on a high calling to serve the administration of justice. And as you have heard, the legal profession carries immense responsibility because the society looks up to the members of this profession as custodians of the rule of law and ministers in the temple of justice. But allow me to say this candidly, that passing the bar examination is only the beginning. The journey that lies ahead will test you in ways that the classroom never could. For this day forward, your growth will be shaped not merely by academic knowledge, but by lived experience. And what will ultimately distinguish you in this profession is character, resilience, and continuous learning. The legal profession unfolds in phases. There will be seasons of growth, seasons of uncertainty, and seasons of success. And understanding this rhythm will help you remain grounded as you build your career. There will be moments when progress appears slow, and briefs may be scarce, opportunities may take time to come, but do not lose hope, because success in the legal profession, as has been stated, is rarely instantaneous. It is a product of patience, perseverance, and sustained commitment to excellence. But above all, guard your reputation. In this profession, your reputation becomes your most valuable professional currency. And once you lose it, it is exceedingly difficult to recover it. Integrity must therefore anchor everything that you do, both in your professional life and in your personal conduct. So as you embark on your calling as advocates, remember that our Constitution, particularly Article 10 and Article 232, entrenches values such as the rule of law, social justice, integrity, and high standards of professional ethics. And these values are not mere words in the constitutional text. They are principles that must guide you daily as you practice the law. On the rule of law, the words of Dwight Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States, remain instructive. He once observed that the world no longer has the choice between force and law. If civilization is to survive, it must choose the rule of law. Indeed, the rule of law is the bedrock upon which civilized societies are built. And as advocates, you stand at the front line in defending and advancing it. At a time when this disregard for legal norms appears to be growing across many parts of the world, your fidelity to the rule of law becomes even more critical. And you have seen, even in our country, how much reliance is placed on lawyers in times of crisis, like we had in 2024 and 2025. And luckily, the president of LSK is here. She knows because she was on the front line of that crisis. Honorable Chief Justice, this is the first cohort of advocates being admitted to the bar this year, and we expect more candidates to join the profession as the year progresses. With the continued growth of our country, the demand for legal services will inevitably increase. The judiciary remains a premier employer within the justice sector, and as the institution continues to expand its services, opportunities will continue to arise. And some of you will definitely join us to dispense justice from the bench. I'm sure there are judges who are seated here, there are magistrates who are seated here, and even perhaps future Chief Justices who are seated here in your midst. I therefore encourage you to remain alert to these opportunities and to apply when they present themselves. As you join this esteemed profession, I wish to assure you that you have what it takes to succeed. And as we are reminded that our mindset is always important, the scripture tells us that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And if you approach your career with integrity, discipline, hard work, contentment, and the right mindset, you will naturally succeed.